There I am. Welcome in, everybody. Jason Suel, a little right about now, talking about all the things that are happening right about now. We got tons to talk about. There's tons of streaming content out there. One of my favorite series, the Stephen King novel series, has expanded to a Welcome to Derry show on HBO. We're going to talk about that, as well as a couple of new things hitting the cinema. And it is officially, I suppose, holiday season because of Starbucks. I feel like Starbucks determines when holiday season is every year, and they have done it again this year. And we got more to talk about as well. And here to help us break all of that down, we've got Betsy Rawlings joining once again from Fayetteville Athletic Club. What's up, Betsy?
Hey, Jason. I am.
There you are.
There
Your microphone's
I am.
on now.
There I'm. Okay. Hi, Jason.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little odd because I did not bring us anything to eat today, and I am hungry.
Oh, no. Well, let me make you a little bit jealous because, so yesterday on Good Day NWA, if you don't know, that's our lifestyle show.
Yes.
Betsy comes on once a week for our Wellness Wednesday segments. Thanks to FAC for sponsoring those. But yesterday we had a little gut health check segment.
Yes.
And we had several things that are supposed to be great for your gut health, one of which was yogurt.
Yes.
So not to make you too jealous, but I'm having yogurt right now. You see that in the camera? Yogurt mixed with chocolate and peanut butter powder, protein powder.
Now, yes.
So
I am definitely jealous because that is one of my favorite flavor profiles right
yes, got it. But you were also saying, we usually have unflavored, I guess, yogurt. This one is honey vanilla.
Okay.
Is that okay? You were saying there's some kind of differences sometimes.
So the biggest difference, if you're doing Greek yogurt is going to be the one that you want to get for the probiotic benefits. The difference in the unflavored and the flavored is the sugar content. So you can be a little counterproductive there when you're adding a lot of sugar. Sugar will feed the bad bugs in your stomach, and you're trying to feed the good bugs in your stomach. So you're feeding the good bugs with the Greek yogurt, but then you're feeding the bad bugs too with the sugar content. Now, not all Greek yogurts are created equal. Some have less sugar than others. So, read your labels, you do you. But if flavor is what's going to get you to eat it, I'd rather you have flavor in it than not. But the plain is so easy to add flavor too.
Yeah, you can add your own stuff. And often I feel like when you add your own honey, and I might be wrong, when you add your own honey, you can control that a little bit more than it being prepackaged. It has stuff in there. There's a lot of preservatives and additives, whatever, to make it like that. So I like to get the plain one and take the local honey and drop that in there, and that's my preference.
That is my jam right there, taking the plain one. Because like you said, the more they add to it, the more stabilizer they have to put in it as well, because anything that you add to it is going to make it want to separate, and then people don't want to eat it if it's separated.
Yeah. Who wants to?
Yeah. And you can really mix up the flavors.
Oh, man. I was just thinking about how that, you get local peanut butter and it's always separated in the jar.
Always separated.
And you're like, ooh.
Then you have to figure out how to get it to stir, and it spills everywhere.
See, that's one. I feel like that is one product that I will probably mostly buy the Jiffy or Peter Pan or whatever.
Yes.
Just because it looks right.
Yeah. No, I totally get that, and I still very, very, very often buy the natural version of the Skippy or the
because they make a natural version.
Which
is not like separate.
But yeah, they've made it where it won't separate. So, all right, don't at me, because I know that it's not just like buying the regular natural peanut butter. Yeah. But y'all, that oil spills everywhere,
and then it's oil
all the time.
Yes, so easily. It's kind of frustrating. I wish it was better.
Yes.
Behave better.
Somebody fix it.
Yeah, fix it for sure. Anyway, I'm sorry to make you jealous with what I'm eating over here.
It's okay.
Did your gut recover after all of that Halloween candy? I'm sure you had.
I actually did have a lot of Halloween candy.
I did too. I'm still eating it.
We're just about out of Halloween candy because my kids all went to somebody else's house for Halloween. So Dean and I actually did not stay home and hand out candy.
Oh, the neighborhood was all disappointed because of you.
It was so sad, but just because of our house. We did go see a kind of a movie that I felt was along the lines of Halloween.
Okay, wait. Well, let's get to that in a second.
Okay.
Halloween, let's just recap. I'm trying to think of what we did. We walked around with Mackenzie and Jake from Good Day NWA
Fun.
in our neighborhood, which was
Yeah.
really fun. They came over. She made a cake. It was delicious. She dressed as whatever Bette Midler's character is on Hocus Pocus.
Yes. Yeah.
I put on my, it's become a tradition now, my skeleton onesie that I just wear. And honestly,
Tell me you have a picture.
Oh, I think I might have a picture.
Okay.
I wear this skeleton onesie from now until March, just so everyone knows. When I get home, people put on their sweats. I put on this skeleton onesie. I don't know why, but that is what I have done for the last several years, and my kids hate it. Their friends come over, whatever, and I'm never ready because teenagers are bad about saying, "Hey, my friend is coming over." So then the doorbell
their friend
goes.
is literally in the driveway.
Yeah, and I'm like, give me a second. I got to go hide in the bedroom so I can change my attire real quick because I was chilling out here watching Netflix.
I mean, I was hanging, being relaxed.
Yes.
And now I got to be presentable.
And now
for
I got to
people
be
to come
dad
over.
and
Right?
be
It's
the
a
parent
thing.
in the house. It's so frustrating. Anyway, yeah, right. And you sound like my kids when they see me in that skeleton onesie. So anyway, so that's what we did. We walked around the neighborhood and Felix dressed as Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the question I had about that.
Okay.
He's at the age still where they go out, all of his friends. First of all, there was 4 of them.
Okay.
3 Spider-Men and
Yes.
a Freddy Krueger, and the Spider-Men all did that thing where they're pointing at each other. You know that
Oh,
meme?
yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Yes.
there's 3 of them or
Yep.
whatever. They
Yes.
thought that was hilarious. But they're at the age where they get the candy, and then they came back to Felix's room, and they all swapped candy around.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember doing that?
Yes, 100. My kids still do it.
Yeah.
And it becomes, you separate it out, and it is separated out by what you like the most, whether it's chocolate or sweet or things that I'm just not going to touch. Why did somebody give me that? And then they barter with each other.
They barter. I just
Mhm.
fail to see the point, I have to be honest. I'm like, it's all sugar or chocolate. Unless you are, my exception is if you're allergic to nuts or whatever, you shouldn't eat a Snickers. Like, I get
Right,
that, right?
right.
But like, come on.
You just don't appreciate candy enough.
Here's the deal.
Jason.
I don't have a distinguished enough palate to be able to tell you that I like a Twix over a Milky Way. I'm going to eat
Okay.
them both. So it's not like,
Okay.
it doesn't matter to me what we have.
Right. So it's just that it's you don't have favorites. It's just that it's sugar down the gullet.
Yeah, sugar down the gullet.
Okay.
My whole life, honestly, is just
Sugar down the
food,
gullet.
just food down the gullet. Ask my family; they all have like discerning taste about things. You know, we'll
Mhm.
eat a meal and they'll be like,
Mhm.
"I liked that," or "I didn't like that," and they'll give a critique on why. And I was like, "Man, it's
Yes.
good. It was food. I ate it. Great." And
Yeah.
they're like, "Shut up."
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
So. Anyway, okay, so you do remember, and we've established that.
Yes.
Do any of your kids still trade candies?
This year they actually did not trade candies. And I was surprised, but really only 2 of them now trick or treat. Violet and Charlie went to trick or treat this year, and they went with their friends.
Okay, what did they dress as? Do you know? Even?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't exactly know how to tell you what Charlie was. He and his best friend Ben were characters from a game.
That's as close as you can get.
I bought the costume pieces and put it together.
Okay, cool.
But I don't know what they were. He kind of looked. He had like a hockey mask, Freddy Krueger-ish, and I don't know.
I feel like that's something a parent should know, just to make sure we're not getting into the questionable territory. But okay, yeah,
Probably.
you didn't know. That's
But
fine.
I didn't know. Okay. And then Violet and her friends were the characters from Winnie the Pooh. Violet
Ooh.
was Tigger.
Okay, wholesome.
And they had Winnie and Eeyore and Piglet, and it was precious.
Now, is Violet a Tigger? Is she the only one, or is she just that the costume fit, so she went with it?
I would like to think that she picked Tigger because she is the only one and she's kind of bubbly and bouncy. I think that they didn't really know who should be
It's hard
what,
to decide.
and
Yeah,
they all just kind of picked which one
Picked
they
one.
thought was cute.
sure, makes sense.
So, yeah, but they
I
were
don't fault them there.
it was so
Who are
sweet.
you in the Winnie the Pooh gang?
Oh, I am Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I am Winnie the Pooh.
Of course. I mean, you have to be the lead character.
Of course.
You are the star
I
of your
have
own
very
show.
lead character energy, Jason.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I'm picking up more like owl, like wisdom.
Okay, so that's funny because my good friend Jennifer makes the joke all the time that I am her Alexa. Anytime
see?
she has a question, she just asks. She doesn't ask Google. She
Right.
just asks me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I am Owl and I just want to be.
Yeah. Want to
Winnie
be
the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh?
I don't know.
I think I'm a Tigger. I just do my own
yeah,
thing.
I had no doubt about what that was, about
Where I
you
fall.
were.
We should have maybe just led with like who does each of us think the other
The
one
other one
is.
is. Yeah.
But I think we got there. I was thinking owl. You think I'm Tigger. I was picking up owl that wants to be Winnie the Pooh. That's what I was picking up.
You were getting it.
Yes.
You were right on.
Right on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to have to go with that because, I think that
I mean,
is
you're also,
that's more true
you
than
have shades
what I
of
want it to be.
Kanga because, kids.
Yeah.
You have some little ruse. But maybe maybe you're just a hodgepodge of all of them.
All of them. I don't know. I've been obsessed with Winnie the Pooh forever and always.
Forever and always.
Yes.
There are some other things that I am obsessed with. So when we come back from this quick break, let's go ahead and dive into how it is now officially, unofficially, holiday season because the Starbucks team has determined that that's what it is.
If Starbucks says it's so.
It is so. That's right. So stick with us. We've got more to talk about, all things that are happening right about now. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about all the things happening right about now. And right about now, it is Starbucks season.
Starbucks season.
Yeah.
Why do we just completely skip over Thanksgiving?
That's a good question. We have been talking about that a little bit on Good Day NWA because it does seem like Thanksgiving gets glossed over. There's a lot of hoopla and celebration about Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the holiday season is huge. Thanksgiving, I think it suffers from the fact that there are no, great decorations.
Yeah, it's just...
You kind of, leave
fall.
some of your Halloween stuff still out, Oh, we got some
still have
pumpkins.
Our pumpkins that are not
Right.
dissolving because they were carved.
Right. You don't have jack-o'-lanterns out, but you keep
Right.
those pumpkins out. You've got, a cornucopia thing or whatever.
Yes.
Leaves. But I don't know. There doesn't seem to be great decorations. You don't get a tree out and you don't put up a jack-o'-lantern
I get
kind of
that.
thing, right?
Not quite as big of a...
I mean, the big thing
thing.
happens on the day, which is the food, right? And so it's not like you don't eat Thanksgiving food in preparation for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? In the build up to Thanksgiving.
That is true. And in the build up to Christmas,
Yeah.
you do have all sorts of
you got
events.
you got all the
leading into
nuts out, and you got the
Christmas,
nutcrackers, and you
you're
got little
eating your cookies,
Hershey's
and your
Kisses
things,
and
all the
yes.
stuff before. So I feel bad.
But I
for
feel bad for it too. It
Thanksgiving.
doesn't have its own songs. I mean, there's
No.
3 Thanksgiving songs out there. If you go and search, you probably find a couple. But obviously, there are all kinds of songs associated with Halloween. There are, I don't know, probably millions of songs associated with the holiday
they
season.
do entire radio stations that are just Christmas songs.
Yeah, totally. So I feel bad, but I'll tell you when I don't feel bad is on Thanksgiving Day when my tummy's full and I feel great.
So full and just ready for that nap.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great.
What's that
It's
stuff
great.
called?
Tryptophan?
That's in turkey that
Yeah.
makes you tired?
Yes.
Yeah,
Tryptophan.
that's the stuff.
That's it.
Well,
Okay, but Starbucks
Starbucks.
is
Let's talk about the
really
Bucks.
the indicator
Yeah,
of
100%.
when the holiday season starts, and it starts today.
Today. Yeah.
Today, November 6th, their red cups come out, and they have this fun little bear cup
Yeah, I got a picture
this
of it
year
right
that
here.
is so cute. And I have to admit, I went to my local Starbucks. There's so many of them, but the one that's closest to me that I usually go to. I went this morning hoping they were going to have this. I was not sure whether or not I was actually going to spend $30.
Did
on
they
it.
have it? Are you
They
able to pull it
didn't
out?
have
Oh,
They didn't have it. I was bummed. I was
Oh.
actually very, very
because
bummed.
you think you are Winnie the Pooh and this is your
And
kind.
this
This
is-
is your peeps.
Isn't it just precious? It looks like a giant honey bear. It's a 20-ounce cup, 24-ounce cup.
Sure.
It's got this little fun little toboggan hat that it wears, and it's fun little straw. And now it is a cold drink cup, and I am a hot coffee and tea.
Would you make the exception
drinker.
though to get the cup?
But I think that I would make the exception to get the cup or have something else in it. I would put.
Is it so?
cold
I
drink
see
in
this, and the top reminds me of, and it looks like a mason jar. Is it glassware or is this plastic? Do you know?
So I wanted to say that it was glass, but the further I read, I think it is plastic.
Yeah, it seems like you're gonna mass produce that. Glass might get expensive. I don't
Yeah.
know. The cost of glass might be less. Who am I to say? I'm not an economist, but as
They
it turns out, I know nothing about that.
Do have a lot of different cups out for the holidays. Of course, their cups turn into red holiday cups too.
I'm
and they
seeing
have
some
lots
Hello
of
Kitty
flavors
stuff.
out.
Okay, let me see if I made the mistake. Maybe I clicked on a link. Let's see if it
this
actually.
Hello Kitty stuff is
Yeah.
really cute too.
Oh man, look at all of these different types of cups they have.
So many. There's
So
some
where did
really
this
pretty
start,
ones.
Betsy? Can you give us the history? Didn't it start with like they just had red cups for Christmas
Yes.
one time, and then it became
So,
a thing?
Yeah. So it morphed. It started out with just they started their peppermint mocha, kind of like their pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
But the peppermint mocha came well before the pumpkin spice latte ever showed up.
I love
And
a peppermint
it was
mocha.
their holiday drink. And when it came out, it became this phenomenon. People loved it. And it was one of their first drinks that was they very limited time drink. So it became this obsession. Well, from there, they decided they were going to do just a red cup for the holidays.
Right.
Just their regular paper cup turned red. And people went nuts
Yeah.
over a simple red cup. So then they started designing more of them. And every year they had different red cups. There were a couple of different ones. And so people were like, which red cup am I going to get? And it turned into this massive, people were waiting for it. What day is it going to happen? And so it scooted sooner and sooner and sooner and sooner. Now it's the very beginning of November. They have a ton of different cup designs. Every year they release what their cup designs are going to be. They're different every year. They put out different regular, like actual reusable cups every year. They have increased their menu of different flavors.
Yeah, we're
over
looking
the
at
years.
different. There's a Starbucks Polar Bear cake pop. They've got different menu items. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, obviously they have a whole menu now.
This sugar plum cheese Danish sounds amazing.
Man. Okay, so do you go to Starbucks regularly?
Yes,
Okay.
regularly.
I don't think I have been in a year or more.
Okay, here's the thing. So
I like my money to stay in my bank account.
I do too, and I like to make coffee at home, and I do make coffee at home. I'm a busy person, and I like to treat myself, and I can treat myself
You
with
deserve that.
a pre-made coffee. And friends, when I say treat myself, I drink black coffee. Okay, that's what I'm treating myself with.
Okay, sounds delicious.
But Starbucks has the app. I think we've talked about this before. Like, I
Right.
do really love local coffee shops. Onyx is, if you were to ask me what my favorite was, Onyx is my favorite coffee. But Starbucks convenience level
Mhm.
is just, it wins.
Yeah,
Convenience wins.
cool.
Talk a lot.
Laziness wins. Got it.
Yeah. Starbucks want to send me anything, go for it.
I know I'm the opposite. Whenever I see that things have an app, I avoid it.
You do?
Yeah, because I don't want. They
Why?
don't need my details. What do they need? What are they getting when I sign up for the app? They're
All right,
getting
old
all
man.
kinds of stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm an old man, but I'm telling you, you probably get
Come
more.
on.
How many emails do you have sitting in your
6,
inbox
7,
right now?
I don't know.
Nice. But seriously, how many emails do you have sitting in your
Oh.
inbox?
They go to spam.
Okay.
They go to
Not
the
just from Starbucks, but just in
wrong
general.
folder.
Do you?
Oh,
'Cause
no. Okay, so
I
my
gotta delete my
actual-
stuff.
My actual email inbox, I keep pretty darn clean.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Not my work one. Don't look at that one.
Okay. Well,
But my regular
to each their own, you know? I love that
Yeah.
that makes you happy. While we're on the topic, I guess I need
Okay.
some coffee to
You
get
do.
out whatever's in my throat. Let's stick on this drinks theme.
Let's do
because
it.
we've got some new old drink.
Okay, this
The
is going to
old
be
drink that-
real controversial.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh,
Did you ever work in a restaurant, Jason? Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
wait, are we talking about the same thing?
What are
We might
you
be
talking
talking
about?
I'm talking about a soda.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I have worked in a restaurant.
Okay. When someone asked for Dr. Pepper and you had to say,
Yeah.
we don't have that. We have Mr. Pibb.
Uh-huh.
What did they do?
They didn't like that very much.
Mm-hmm. So what's about to happen?
So Dr. Pepper has ended its Coca-Cola partnership.
Yeah, it has.
Mr. Pibb steps in.
Ooh.
Keurig Dr. Pepper reclaims distribution control from Coca-Cola after court ruling. So that means that now Dr. Pepper is the proprietor, the owner. The ownership goes to them for the brand that is Mr. Pibb. And I've already seen where they're reimagining the logo or the label or the can or whatever is going to look different.
And it looks fun.
Yeah.
The can looks fun.
Personally, I like Mr. Pibb.
Oh, you're so weird.
Am I?
Do you like Pepsi too?
Listen, I don't drink soda very often. So
Me neither.
any soda I have is
And
like,
I'm going to drink it even less if it's Mr. Pibb.
Wow. You have a hard feeling about I'm bringing us some Mr. Pibb next week. I'm doing a taste test with you and see if you can pick it out.
Between Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb.
Yes. No, between Pepsi.
Oh,
and Mr.
between Pepsi.
I'm going to try to
gotcha.
find all of your
gotcha.
least favorite
Okay.
sodas, and that's what
Yeah.
we're going to have. Okay, so you're upset about this or you're just 6'7"?
Okay, so I am 6'7". I don't drink. I'm sorry. I don't drink enough soda for this to truly affect me. And when I do drink soda, it's Diet Coke or Diet Dr. Pepper. I think we've had that discussion before too. How it's the diet version. I like the way it tastes. Okay. So this really doesn't affect me much. However, my mother-in-law, my family owns a restaurant, and for a long time we had Pepsi because of the distribution, the way that all worked. And so the question was always, do you have Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb?
Right.
People did not want Mr. Pibb. They wanted Dr. Pepper. We swapped over to Coke. We have Dr. Pepper.
Ooh,
it's about to go
crazy.
back to Mr.
Yeah, it is. I'm all about it. I'm going to champion Mr. Pibb. I just decided I'm going to get on the Mr. Pibb train.
All right. I'm getting you a shirt.
Okay, please do.
I'm
love
on
it.
the side of Mr. Pibb.
Yes.
Okay, so this new one is actually going to have
Cane sugar, right? I read.
Yeah,
It's a little better for you.
They've changed it up from the original one. The original one went away several years ago.
Yeah.
And they came out with a slightly different version that was just distributed in cans. You could get it some places. But they're bringing back an updated version of the original, and it's got cane sugar in it now.
Yeah, love that.
And more caffeine.
Heck yeah. That's all I drink sodas for. Because I don't drink them very often, so if I ever drink a soda, it's got to have caffeine and have a little bit of a kick because it means that I needed a little boost.
Well, this one is supposed to have a little spicy kick to it. High caffeine, bold spice is their tagline for the new release.
Do you think it will taste that different?
I don't think that it will. I think that Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper have all learned from their mistakes in the past when they have tried to alter their recipes.
Yeah, it's true.
And they've had a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
So I would think it's going to taste. It's been long enough, I think, since people have had the original one that they could get away with a little bit of a change. But I think they're going to stick pretty close to it.
Yeah.
I would think. Anyway.
Listen, Dr. Pepper is fancy because he's a doctor, right? This is just your average Joe. This is just a Mr. Pibb. You know, he's down the street. You know him.
I love that theory.
That's what I'm going with. That's why I drink average Joe drinks, because I am one.
Because you are an average Joe.
Yes.
I don't feel that's true.
You know, well, stay on this show long enough and you'll learn.
Okay.
All right, I say we take a quick break. We've talked about all of these drinks. I got to go get a drink because I'm scratchy in my throat. So when we come back, let's talk about all streaming things. We got some movies to talk about. We've got some new streaming options that we can look forward to coming out, some that have already dropped. So stay with us through this break. We'll be right back with a little bit more right about. All right, everybody, we're back. Jason and Betsy, and we're talking kind of movies, I think, movies and streaming shows. So first of all, I want to go back a minute because, you know, we were talking about Halloween. You said you had a Halloween where the kids went to other people's houses. So you had the opportunity to take in a movie.
A movie.
And I have been excited to see this one.
Mhm.
I mean, it looks weird, but kind of like in the best way. So tell us about Begonia. Yeah.
Okay, so Begonia, if you have not heard of this movie, it is a conspiracy theorist who is obsessed with aliens, kidnaps a high-powered CEO, just convinced that she is an alien, and that they're destroying the planet Earth, and he is trying to get rid of them so that he can help.
So it's Jesse
Take it back.
Plemons, who I just read an article about how he has become one of the greatest actors of our generation. I do notice that he lost a ton of weight for this role, which is kind of
so much
wild.
weight for this movie.
And then Emma Stone is playing this high-powered executive, and like you said, they kidnap her because they think she's an alien.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
That's
setup.
the premise.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the premise of the movie. It is a Yorgos Lanthimos movie, and if you've not ever seen one, Emma Stone works with him a lot. Jesse Plemons has been in several of them.
Yeah.
He makes odd,
Weird movies.
artistic movies, and he even said himself in this one that he was really leaning into the artistic side of.
So for him, that's
this
saying
movie.
something because
So-
all of his movies are a little bit artistic.
They're-
But what I like, because I'm a fan of art house movies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like the fact that he is sort of bringing that art house feel to the masses because of the cast that he gets and the reputation that he has. A lot of people see these movies that wouldn't necessarily watch an art house movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
So
No, I get that.
like that aspect of it.
It gets people in to see things that they would not
Right.
otherwise
That's it.
watch, and I think that's wonderful because they're going to go to watch Jesse Plemons or they're going
Right.
to go to watch Emma Stone, and they're going to get more than they realized that they were going to get. I don't want to give too much away
Right.
about this movie,
Don't.
and everybody's going to have their own opinion on it.
But give us your verdict.
So I really like Yorgos Lanthimos' movies. This one I thought I wasn't
Too much?
thrilled by.
Too much?
Yeah.
What did he out Yorgos Lanthimos himself?
I think so.
Okay.
I do think he did. And, I do want you to go see it. I want to know what you think about it.
Yeah.
This one was not my
Jesse
favorite.
Plemons heard you say that and he made this face. You can't see it, but he is not happy.
I can only imagine from all of the images that you could have pulled up from this movie.
Come walk over here and
I'm gonna
just
come
look.
over and
This
see.
is Jesse's reaction to your kind of giving this a meh.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, no, I'm not happy with that.
He does make that face a lot in the movie.
Okay. I love, I'm kind of switching gears, but
Okay.
I'm going to go back to a point you made. I
Yeah.
love Wes Anderson. I love Wes Anderson films. I
Yeah,
think
okay,
he
I
is
get that.
fantastic. There's not one that I don't like. Like, I like them all.
Mhm.
Every once in a while, I'm like, you're going too Anderson right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so
Like, you're
that's a
going
lot
too
how I
hard
feel about
into
this one.
it.
I think that I will watch it again. I think that it's going to be one of those cult classic
Yeah.
movies where people who love it are going to be obsessed with it.
Right. Okay.
I thought it was a good
In the way that he was
movie.
obsessed with Emma Stone's character.
Yes,
Yeah. Like that.
very much. That's what it tied in. But I did like this movie. It was a lot.
Okay. It's just a lot to digest. And there are
Mhm.
movies like that you're like, I need to just kind of take a minute.
I need to sit with this.
Yeah. Sit with
Mhm.
it. Okay. Well, that's a good reaction. Overall, was it a good Halloween?
Yes,
Okay.
it was. Yeah. Overall, it was a good Halloween. Still ate Halloween candy. Got
Great.
to see the kids all dressed up.
Yeah.
And
then you got
did
to watch
hand out
these
a little bit of
weirdos.
candy before we went to go watch this, and watched. I felt like this fit with the fact that it was Halloween.
Mm,
It worked really well. So yeah, it was a good Halloween.
good.
I liked it. I'll take it.
Okay, so let's talk about some other stuff that's maybe coming to streaming.
Yes.
You sent over.
You don't even have to leave the house for these.
Oh man, I am so excited about. I love Star Wars too. You know, I know Star Wars has gone through ups and downs,
Mm-hmm.
mainly ups, but for some
Mhm.
people they're like, man, this is too much. So, what do we know at this point? I know there's a movie coming out
Yes.
called The Mandalorian and Grogu,
Mm-hmm.
but what do we know about Mando season 4?
Okay, so what we know is that Mando's season 4 is not going to be a season-based show
Yeah.
like we expected. They have put all of the season together. So they had written season 4. They had written it. You totally probably just heard me hit my microphone. I got too excited.
Yeah, okay. They've written.
Okay, they wrote season 4.
Okay.
But then they decided to go back and restructure it and turn it into a movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay, so really what we're getting with that is Mando season 4.
That's what we're getting.
They
Mando season
repurposed
4.
it. They changed it. It's going to be Mandalorian and Grogu.
Gonna be Mandalorian and Grogu.
Out
It's supposed
this
to come
May.
out this May. I am looking forward to it. Now, I
Me
was
too.
looking forward to season 4. Like, I was excited to have season 4. But it's not like they just scrapped it. They just shifted. So
Okay.
we're still going to get Mando and Baby Yoda.
Yeah, good.
Still going to get them.
No plans yet on season 5, though. We don't know what's going to happen after this movie.
They have not made any announcements that I have been able to find anyway. We don't know what's happening after this movie. I kind of hope that they go back to
The series.
an episodic series as opposed to a movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
But we'll see.
So my thing is I love it. I hope that we haven't lost the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like we wait too long between seasons of things, especially things that have a lot of
agreed.
fans.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things is an example, right? So that's coming out
Yes.
later this fall, and it has been so long since Stranger Things was on the television screen the last time.
I don't know if people realize how long between seasons
Yeah.
Stranger Things actually has gone.
Yeah. And I feel not to the same extent, but a similar way about The Mandalorian. I am hopeful, because I'm such a big Star Wars fan, that people are still going to show up in droves to the movie theater in May when this movie comes out. But I'm also like, do the people who would show up to the movies now, have they ever even watched the series? That feels like it happened so long ago. It feels like it was kind of like a COVID moment. People were watching it. Maybe it came out, I don't know, 2019, before pre-pandemic, but then people...
I feel like COVID, though, is what really got
Yeah.
everybody. We were all home, and
was a
everybody
boost.
watched it.
Right. It was a catalyst to get it in front of a lot of eyes.
I do worry with it being a movie that people are going to go in and watch it just as a movie and have no idea.
Right. None of the backstory. I mean, that made it so cool.
And then
so,
the other concern is that are they going to feel like they have to put enough backstory into the movie so that you know
I
what's
hope
happening?
not. I'm like, just have people go watch the series.
Just go watch the series.
Right. Because it's so good. The series is so well done. You know, there's 95% A++ episodes, and the others are A+. You know, like,
Yes.
it's just great.
Yeah, it's a fantastic series. And you mentioned Stranger Things earlier. It had kind of the same thing. It came out just before COVID, and I think a lot of people got into it during COVID, and it has had some really big. The kids who started in it were 7, 8, 9 when they
Wow.
started it, and now they're in their early 20s.
Crazy. I
Like-
know. And they look so different. Not in a bad way, just
No,
different. You know,
just
I've
different.
been reading a lot of Millie Bobby Brown is struggling with the press who have been calling out her specifically, but I think
Mm-hmm.
it goes for all of them, because we always make a big deal about how different they look. Like Finn Wolfhard looks way different than he did in season 1. All of those actors look. But you also, I mean, what has it been, 10 years?
I believe it's been 10 years
Like-
since they started it.
They're supposed to look
Do
different.
you look like you looked 10
No.
years ago, even as an adult?
Yes. No, not at all. Not at all. I know. And even as an adult, but especially as an adolescent, you're going to
Yes.
change.
Now, especially because, like I said, these kids started as kids.
Yeah.
And they're not kids anymore.
No.
You are going to grow and change. That's just the nature of it. I feel like they've done a decent job of making that part of the story.
Yes.
So it's not like
It's
we're
kinda
just
like-
pretending that they're still 9
You know,
years
in
old.
a way, it reminds me of Harry Potter, because Harry Potter started as a kid, and when you got to the
Yes.
end of it, you know, he was like 20-something
Yeah.
playing a 17-year-old, which was fine, but also you clocked the fact that they're in school. So they're going to look different. That's how you look from kindergarten to 12th grade or whatever,
Right.
year whatever they have in England. So yeah, so yes, they look different, but Stranger Things is going to be fantastic.
Maybe people think in the Upside Down you're not supposed to age.
Maybe. I saw Gatton, the curly haired one.
Yeah. Okay.
He was in Sweeney Todd on Broadway.
Oh, okay.
And I saw him in that, and it was just, he was a very talented guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he's singing and he's dancing and he's Broadwaying, and then he's also on this, and I've seen him in several other things too. So, cool guy.
love to see people expand and
Yes.
do so much.
Right.
Especially when they're in something that is it's so recognizable.
Yes.
This is what you are in. But there's so much more than that.
So much. Speaking of so much more, the It series has expanded now into a prequel. I have to say, I've always been a big fan of It. Love Stephen King. You probably know that. Read all the books. Love it. Loved the Tim Curry miniseries back when that was a thing. I read the book like as a kid, like I don't know, as a teenager, and I've reread
Probably way
it
too young.
as an adult. Yeah,
Traumatized you? Yeah.
in a good way. Anyway, so we got a prequel series out now, which I have been hesitant to start because I know I'm going to want to gobble it up, much like
Yes.
Pennywise.
Okay.
And they are only releasing, one episode at a time. So,
Yep. So Welcome to Derry. I think we have established the fact that I am a scary
you
cat.
love scary stuff. Oh,
I love it. I love it. So it is being released episode by episode, but the critics have already seen all of it.
yes.
And it is getting some mixed reviews, Jason.
Yeah, most have been positive.
Yes.
It sits at about 80% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, which is pretty high, honestly. I mean, the show also on HBO called Task, which is about an FBI task force with Mark Ruffalo, also sits about 80%. So, it's always going to have fans and fans and non-fans, I suppose.
Yes. I feel like anything that comes out and you start looking at the reviews from the critics who saw it before the generalized public gets it, you've always got a little bit of heavy-handedness there one way or the other because the critics aren't necessarily, they're watching it with a different eye
100%.
than the rest of us are going to.
The only time that I believe the critics or that I will buy what they're saying,
Okay.
if they are all united one way or the other.
Okay, I could see that.
If it's all they all say it's trash, then I'm like, it's probably not very good.
Yeah.
If they all say it's excellent, then it's probably something you should stop everything and go watch. If it is like this, mid-high level, I would say it's probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah. I could definitely see that.
The new Kim Kardashian show got panned, and
Did
so
it?
I'm like, I'm probably not going to watch that.
So you're going to go watch it?
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah?
Pop some popcorn. It's called All Rise. It's over on Hulu if you want to go check it out. It's also got Naomi Watts in it, several other heavy hitters. Sarah Paulson's in it. But Kim Kardashian, she plays a lawyer, and she's also getting a law degree right now. So anyway, that's just another one that's out there. But yeah, this show.
Kim Kardashian has some interesting.
Yeah. What I have heard and what I like about this, we're looking at Pennywise right now, looks terrifying, is that it has several tie-ins to the world and universe of Stephen King, which I, as a constant reader, Stephen King would say, appreciate that. I mean, even in this clip, we saw Shawshank, they were headed to Shawshank prison. There's other callbacks and things to those of us who read Stephen King. So.
Stephen King has put high praises to the way that they have done this. So that I feel like
he doesn't do that about
says
everything.
something. He does not. That has to say something about the way that they have put this together. Bill Skarsgård has come back to play Pennywise. From what I hear from the critic reports is that it takes a while.
Right,
You have to be patient. It takes a while for them to establish everything before you really get the pay dirt of what's going on. So I mean, maybe you do want to wait till it all comes out and gobble it up at one time.
That's how I am. Okay, I gotta fill you in too.
Okay.
So I'm a big fan. Obviously, I read Stephen King. I'm a big fan of dense, long books. I'm reading 2 right now. One of them is 900 pages long. The other one is 1,300 pages long because that's how I roll. So, because I have something called patience. It's a virtue.
I'm so glad you have it.
Yeah.
So
So,
glad.
Stephen King's son has written an epic novel, which I am in the middle of reading right now, and I just want to highly recommend this one to all the readers out there.
Okay.
If you like Stephen King's writing style, you will like Joe Hill's writing style. He wrote things that you know. He wrote The Black Phone, which we just had
Oh.
a sequel of.
Okay, yeah.
That is one of his stories. He wrote that. Do you remember that movie that came out called Horns, where Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, had horns and he was a little devil? Do you remember seeing that?
Uh-huh.
That's a Joe Hill story, right? So that's
Okay.
Stephen King's son. He's come out with a new book this fall called King Sorrow. And if you know anything about Faust, the tale of Faust is that a person makes a deal with the devil, right? This is basically sort of that, making a deal with a demon kind of character who happens to be a dragon.
Okay.
And it is a fascinating read. It is equal parts sort of fantasy, mystery, crime thriller, and at the heart of it, much like It and several Stephen King stories, is a group of friends, right? Who they all go in together.
Yep.
And so then I'm in the middle of it, but we're seeing how that has effects on their lives throughout. So anyway, highly recommend that one. The other one I am reading right now is called Tom's Crossing, and it is a fantastic novel about horses. I know nothing about horses. And so that's maybe why I'm so fascinated about it. But it is by Mark Danielowski, who also wrote House of Leaves, which was a hugely popular book. It was a very dense book also. This one is 1,300 pages long. You know, it's pretty long too. But if I could just give you maybe some reads, if you're looking for something fun to curl up by the fireplace this fall into the winter, these are some books to check out.
Almost everything you said about both of those books. Like I like dragons, I like fantasy, I like friendship stories.
Yeah.
I don't like 900 page
Right.
1,300 page books.
I don't know if you have
And
the patience for that.
I don't like the scary stuff, but I do need something new to read. I have made it through all of my books. So if you have any recommendations.
So you won't like how long this Tom's Crossing book is,
Yeah.
but just let me tell you a little bit of a setup
Okay.
about some kids, and it's about some horses, and it is about a ghost. And I kind of can't tell, but I think there is and it seems to be a friendly ghost. This is like a ghost story that is not so evil.
So we're talking Casper, not Pennywise.
Right.
Gotcha.
And Pennywise isn't
He's
a
not a
ghost.
ghost, but I mean.
Don't get me started. Anyway, and it involves there's a catastrophe. It's already like foreshadowed that a great disaster is going to befall this community. That right now that's as much as I know.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying that one so far also. So anyway, good fall read. Maybe you could get the Cliff Notes version.
I wonder if I could maybe do the audiobook so that I
can
audiobooks, just really take my time listening to it.
So I'm doing that thing that I always do that people make fun of me for. Not with Tom's Crossing. I'm just reading that one, but I have King Sorrow on audiobook and physical book. So like my car ride, my commute, I'm listening to it. I get home before bed, I read it, and then, same
do you reread the section that you just listened to, or do you just continue to advance?
I just continue to
advance.
advance.
I feel like I actually might benefit from doing something like that because I like an audiobook, except that then my family is home and I'm trying to listen to my audiobook and do my things, and somebody needs to talk to me, and somebody's being loud, and somebody's whatever. But if I actually have a physical book in my hand, they will wait. They will, if they need something, they will let me finish
because it's a physical representation. It doesn't
right?
look like you're just doing nothing.
Yeah,
it
so I can
like,
listen to the audiobook while I'm out doing stuff. And then when I'm at home, I can physically read it. And then maybe I could actually get through a book faster.
That's totally what I do.
I love to read. I'm such a slow reader. So
that's totally what I do. I listen to it. I listen to it if I go to the supermarket. Go to the supermarket.
Go to the supermarket.
Did you hear?
I heard you say that.
Okay, and like if I'm outside working in the yard, whatever, I put on my audiobook. If I'm doing chores around the house, I'll sometimes put on my audiobook. But also I like having the physical thing
Yeah.
in front of me.
I
So
really like having a physical book. As
It-
even more like I don't even like reading on like a Kindle where I'm
Yeah.
like swiping.
I don't either. It gets me through books faster, I'll say that.
Okay.
So even these dense books don't seem so daunting because
Yeah.
I know I'm taking it in using different modalities
I'm
to
gonna have to give that a try.
digest.
Maybe I will put my AirPods in when I go to the grocery store for grocery pickup.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
I do
You
actually
go there
walk
just
around,
to pick it up?
I do actually go walk around the grocery store. I do. I
Just
went
to kill time
yesterday.
while someone else is filling your order?
Yep.
You could do
I do that.
You could
That's
do
what
that.
I do. That's what I do.
Gosh, what a lame-o. I love it.
Do you go on a Sunday to
No.
Walmart?
Why would I ever do that?
That's insane.
That sounds like a nightmare.
And that's usually the day I need groceries.
No. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I'll give you a pass.
No, you
give
won't.
so much.
No, you won't.
It's okay that you do that.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you.
All right, so let's take a break. We have some more things to talk about when we come back. We've covered kind of what we plan to talk about for streaming and upcoming and movies and things, but we got some kind of fun stuff to talk about, and of course some events that are happening around this region in Northwest Arkansas. So stick with us. We're going to tell you all the things that are happening right about now. All right, we had to come back to talk about shoes.
Shoes.
It's your favorite subject. I feel like we talk about this almost every week. I think we've gone 3 weeks in a row talking about shoes.
Shoes and food.
Shoes and food.
Some of my favorite things.
Nike brand shoes specifically because they have unveiled a Project Amplify, the world's first
Amplify.
powered footwear system for running and walking. What?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So please tell me you're showing everybody a picture of
I
this
am showing a
thing.
picture, yes, and it has a thing and it goes up onto your calf, and does it make your foot move?
It does actually make your foot move. So
Okay.
Project Amplify is the world's first powered footwear for running and walking. It helps everyday athletes, and Nike has athletes in quotations because they just mean your everyday person, okay?
Right.
Go a little bit faster. This thing actually augments your natural lower leg and ankle movement so that your foot lifts higher faster than it would on its own. It is still in the early testing phase, but Nike has high hopes for it. I am very torn.
Okay, talk to me about the positive and negatives. What's the benefit of this? Just that you can walk faster?
So that you can go a little bit, so that you can move faster, because I believe I am understanding this correctly. Their thought process is if your legs are naturally moving faster, then you are going to get a little bit more out of your workout. As
you're going to
if
get a
you
little
were
boost
already
in the heart rate. You're going
right,
to sweat a little
you're
more.
going to go a little bit more. And people when you're first starting out and working out, you don't feel like you're being able to go as fast, or if you try to go faster, you're not able to go as long. So this is kind of taking some of that out. And then you also have the people who hit that kind of plateau and they can't seem to break and they want to just go a little bit faster. I think this is playing into a little bit of people's competitive side because they want to be able to go faster. But it's also playing in a little bit to people's laziness side.
Yeah, I'm not sold.
I'm not.
Yet.
I really I can see this having benefits outside of the I'm just trying to go faster realm.
Okay, I'll tell you where my brain goes, and
Yeah.
this is maybe my competitive side, also my I don't know.
Laziness side.
Well,
Okay.
so my healthcare provider will give a stipend if we go 10,000 steps for a certain number of days in a year.
Yes, that's
So I always pass with flying colors
Oh, I'm
because I'm a
sure.
distance runner, and that's not, a big deal. However,
10,000 steps.
it makes me anxious to see if they stop that program because people are going to be able to take more steps now by wearing these augmented shoes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it's going to help you take
Whether
more
they
steps.
end up
so
stopping it or just vastly increasing the number
of steps
of
or
steps.
something. I don't know. That's where my head goes because it seems like a cheat code.
It does.
And we're
it really
all about
does.
cheat codes right now.
And I think that's what is really weighing on me with this. It's
Yeah.
one of those things that could really have some great aspects to it. But I see us taking it in the direction
Yes.
of just turning it into a cheat.
Because it's made for the masses. It's not made.
Right.
You don't have to go get a prescription.
No.
You know, like, oh, you might benefit from this type of thing. I'm going to write
Correct.
you a prescription and you can go get these shoes. I mean, maybe
Other
that's
than
too
price
harsh
point,
of a
'cause
context. Right. Price point's probably
We don't know what the
astronomical.
price point is going to look like yet, but I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Um,
Any news on when this is going to be released?
so this is still several years out.
Okay. All right.
This is just their first prototype.
Well, we're going to have
that they are
robots carrying
releasing
us
to the
anywhere.
public.
So
I
it
mean,
doesn't even matter.
we are gonna be
Yeah.
like Wall-E and all
Self-drive,
in our
yes,
little chairs.
absolutely, all
at
in our
some
little
point
chairs.
with our legs that are this long.
So
I mean,
maybe this will be scrapped
this-
before it even comes to
It
fruition.
very well could. But you are strapping a battery pack and a hydraulic lift
Yeah.
to your leg.
There it is right there. It is a bizarre little contraption. So fascinated. We keep your ear to the ground on
Yes, for sure.
that. All right. Didn't want to leave without giving folks
Right,
a
no, we
couple of
gotta
things to do out here in the community.
We got to get back home, Jason.
Yes. So the holiday market is happening.
Mm-hmm.
The Northwest Arkansas holiday market is happening this weekend. This is the one that benefits the
The Children's Safety Network.
Children's Safety
Or
Center
Children's
of
Safety
Washington
Center,
County.
yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of great stuff out there. They always have a fantastic event there at the Northwest Arkansas Convention Center
Mm-hmm.
in Springdale happening the 7th and the 8th. Go pay them a visit this weekend. And most of your proceeds are going to support the Children's Safety Center, which is located right there beside our best ballpark where the Naturals play in Springdale as well. So that's a big one that's happening. And then you brought to our attention how amazing is Fayetteville Public Library, because they have
Fayetteville Public
all of these
Library.
low-cost events that they do.
Oh, if you have not checked out the Fayetteville Public Library homepage and all of their events, they have multiple events going on every weekend. They are free or at the most very, very low cost. Everything from kids stuff to adult stuff, everywhere in between. This weekend alone, you can listen to 2 different authors. You can learn to upcycle clothes with botanical dyes. You can learn to write poems. You can learn to sew. You can press botanical flowers. You can have a cooking class. You can do a board game exchange. All just at the library. Go now.
Our library is so cool.
It's
I know.
amazing.
Pick up a copy of either of those books that I talked
Okay.
about earlier today also. Did you have another event in there, or is that all we got for this week?
Women's basketball this weekend at
Hey,
home.
I'll be there tomorrow. Is that game tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Yep.
a game tomorrow happening. I'm going to be on the PA, and it is the elementary school game. It happens at 10:30 in the morning, and all of
a
the,
fun game to
the
go
kiddos
to.
are bussed in, and they all scream their lungs out. I cannot wait. It's going to be a super good time. Also this weekend, because there is no Razorback football, the swim and dive team is happening. Games are happening.
And that's fun to watch too.
meets.
If you've not ever
It's a
watched
blast.
been to one of those meets. The gymnastics meets,
Yes.
softball,
Super
soccer, volleyball, all the different things. We have so much more than just our football and our basketball
Football,
teams.
basketball, baseball, that's what most people talk about, but
those
there
are
are
great.
19 sports that the university plays, and they all have a great atmosphere. So
Yeah.
go get involved if
So
you are
fun.
around Northwest Arkansas. Betsy, as always, thanks for joining us.
I always love
So
coming.
next week, you're going to be out.
Next week, I'm not here. I don't know what you're going to do without me. It's going
we're
to be the
gonna
most
miss you.
sad episode ever. But then I'm going to be back. You don't have to miss me for long.
Okay, thank goodness.
Okay.
All right, so we'll give you the week off next week.
Thank
you. If you want, you can come back after that.
Okay.
You're still feeling it. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You know, we really love bringing you not only these events, but just a few things that we talk about that are happening. Really fun show. So thanks for tuning in. And as we always say, you can't be right about everything, but you can be
Right about now.
See you next time, everyone.
1, 2,